So I'm going to show you from 2 angles to start, and then we're going to break it down into its parts because probably one of the most complex movements that we teach here. The power snatch we're looking for today looks like this. So we're just going to start with our hands and feet, everyone. First thing is that wide grip. This bar should sit in your hip crease or where your thigh and torso come together. The easiest way to do that is to bend over at the waist, take a nice straight arm grip, and then stand back up, which should put the bar just about the waistband of your pants or shorts. Now, grip, everyone. This is a non-negotiable. If you want to lift heavy weight, you need to have a strong grip. The hook grip is the way to go. That is laying your thumb on the bar and then grabbing your thumb with as many fingers as you can. Notice my fingers are on top of my thumb, not the other way around. Fingers on top of the thumb. The bigger your mitts, the easier this is. More fingers you get on the bar. But your grip confidence will affect your ability to lift heavy weight. So you want to try to get those fingers on top of that thumb. Last but not least, turn those knuckles here down to the floor. So your wrist's a little bit cocked. Excellent. Now feet, somewhere between hip and shoulder width. Excellent. What we're going to do now is get down to our setup. Our setup looks like this. You guys can just watch. Just watch. Now, we're in that position. The bar is against our body. Our shoulders are in front of the bar, and our hips are a little lower than our shoulders. So, what I'm going to say now is set up, and you guys are going to try to get down to that, and I'm going to make some adjustments. So everyone, go ahead and set up down in that mid-shin position. Bring your butt down just a little bit more, Rebecca. Good. Kim, come down 1 more inch for me. Good. Bring your hips a little higher, Kim. Right there. Leave the bar there, but lift your hips a little higher, Kim. Hips up. Right there. Brooke, slide that bar down 1 more inch for me. Down your legs. Yep. Crystal, go a little bit lower down towards the middle of where your pants end. There we go. Go ahead and stand. Chris, this won't surprise you, but lift your chest. 1 more time. Set back up. Dinah, that's excellent. Justin, I want you to wiggle your toes during your heels. Wiggle your toes. There you go. Now you're in your heels. Go to Alex. Lift your chest a little higher for me, bud. Good. Slide the bar down 1 more inch. Right there. Now push your knees out. That's where I want you, Alex. Nice job. So it looks good. Just squeeze your shoulders back a little bit harder for me. Casey, butt down. Too low. A little less. Right there. Stand. All right. So for the rest of today's class, if I say set up at the bottom, that's where you're going to go. Now the first drill starts a nice straight bar path because we know the straighter line we keep an object as we move it, the more efficient we're going to be. For us to move this bar in a straight line, our knees need to get out of the way. So we're going to practice the first pull, which is from mid-shin to mid-thigh. So what that looks like today, folks, is this. I'll say set up, and then I'll say mid-thigh. Set up, mid-thigh. What you're going to think about is pushing your knees to the wall behind you while keeping your chest over the bar. So we are here, not here. You should not be able to read the logo on your t-shirt when you're at mid-thigh. It should be pointing down to the floor. I want you to do this slowly, so do not move quickly as we practice this. Everyone go ahead and set up. Pam, just butt just a little bit higher. Butt up a little bit higher. Butt, yeah, right there, good. Crystal, butt down a little bit more for me, right there. Do this nice and slow, but mid-thigh. Excellent, Ross. Push your knees back a little bit more, Alex. Right there. Darren, you look like a question mark. Flatten your back out. Chris, lift your chest a little higher for me, bud. Good. Back down to mid-shin. Diana, hips just a little bit higher. Right there. Nice job. Brooke, come down 1 more inch for me. Ross, come down 1 more inch for me with that bar. Good. And mid-thigh. Justin, a little bit more with the knees back on the next one, okay? Right there. Reset. Back down to mid-shin. Casey, some advice. Push your knees back more. Mid-thigh. Excellent, Casey. That's it, Justin. Good work. And relax. Good. We're going to do that a couple more times. What we're going to focus on the next few, because I saw it from a few of you, bar stays on your leg the entire time. So as the bar comes up, we want to keep it against our body. We don't want this. The bar's away from us. Keep that bar on your legs. To do that, you're going to use these lat muscles to keep the bar on you. Push the bar into your legs. Let's try a couple more. Back down to your setup again, everybody. Pam, butt a little higher. Just, yeah, right there. Good job. Casey, come down 1 more inch. There we go. Ross, come down 1 more inch with that bar. Good. All right, nice and slow to mid-thigh. Go. Alex, really nice job, sir. Darren, lift that chest. Look at question mark again. Good. Reset. Mid-thigh. Good. Excellent. Reset. Brooke, when you come back down, come down a little bit lower with the bar. Bar's a little bit lower than your shins. A little more. Right there. Mid-thigh. Diana, nice job keeping that bar on your legs. Mid-shin. Mid-thigh. Pam, that's excellent. Good job. Just a little fast. Relax, everybody. You can go a little slower. That was good.
Are the legs kind of all the way straight?
No. They are straightening, but not straight. We don't want to be locked out because then we don't have any power in our legs. We have a little bit of bend still. Some people will feel more or less based on how flexible they are on their hamstring, but we want to push the knees straighter, but not straight. Now, the next thing that needs to happen is once we get to that mid-thigh position, that's where we start to get aggressive in this lift. So when we practice the full lift later, from the ground to mid-thigh is not about speed, it's about control. We speed up after we get there. So the next drill is continuing the pull to a stand and shrug. It'll look like this. Set up, go. We don't think speed up until we are here in that mid-thigh position. So one more time. Slow, 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 fast. But we're not pulling with our arms yet. Our arms stayed locked out. So once you get to mid-thigh, it's squeeze your legs straight, shrug your shoulders, and then relax your shoulders. And then I'll say reset, we'll go back to the bottom. Everyone go ahead and set up. Great setup, Diana. Job that chest, Chris. Again, slow to mid-thigh, then fast. Ready? And go. So Ross, you're still hunched over when you're shrugging. Squeeze, then shrug. So your shoulders should be behind that bar when you shrug. Reset. Lift that chest, Darren. Good job. Pam, butt a little higher for me. Right there. And go. Good. Push your knees back just a little bit more on the next one, Brooke. On the way up, push your knees back just a little bit more. Reset. And go. Kim, finish that stand before you shrug. You're still kind of hunched over when you shrug. Reset. Again, above your knee when you're at mid-thigh, I want you to stand up fast and shrug. And go. Now, that was excellent timing in that one, Kim, but slow. So once you get above your thigh, stand fast and shrug. Reset. Again, that last bit of your deadlift should be fast and a good shrug. And go. Yeah, much better. One last time. Reset. And go. Alex, that's excellent. Good. Relax, everyone. Now we're going to continue that momentum into the overhead position. This is where we practice the pull up overhead in something called a muscle snatch. A muscle snatch looks like this. So all we're continuing is that momentum of standing and shrugging, and now we're going to pull the bar over our head. To get the bar over your head, fast and in a straight line, two things have to happen. First thing, elbows have to go high. If they go low, the bar gets away from your body. So high elbows, and the next thing is a fast turnover. We don't want to do this slow. We want it fast. We are looking to end overhead where those presses ended in our warm-up. So what I'm going to say is set up, go. And then eventually I'll say reset and set back up. Do not bring the bar down from overhead until I say reset, because I'm checking where you're putting it, which should be right up over your head. Everyone go ahead and set up. Good, Ross. Lift that chest a little higher for me, Ross. Diana, great setup there. Brooke, much better with that bar placement. Ready, and go. Good, Chris. Give me a little more high elbows in the next one. Hold that bar overhead, Pam. Overhead, overhead. Justin, bring your bar forward a little bit, bud, and squeeze your belly. Squeeze your belly, Justin. There you go. Brooke, bring yours forward just a little bit. Alex, press up higher on that bar. Reach as high as you can every time, Alex. Good. Reset. Let's try it again. Set back up. High elbows in the next pull, Chris. And go. Much better, Chris. Much better. Justin, I don't want to see your ribs anymore. Squeeze that belly for me. There you go. Now pull that bar forward, Justin. Pull it forward. Right there. Excellent, bud. Good job. Reset. Much better than that time. Reset. Back to the bottom. And go. Good, Ross. Bring your bar forward just a little bit over the middle of your foot. Good. Casey, bring your bar forward a little bit. Right there. Reset. Justin, much better with your ribs, bud. Last time. Last one. Make it fast up overhead. Ready, and go. Beautiful. Chris, bring it forward just a little bit. Relax, everyone. Nice job. Drop your stick. Now, we're going to start to get our hips involved a bit more because this is a hip-driven movement. Your hips are what move the bar. So we're going to practice a bit of jumping like we did in the warm-up. When we start the lift, our feet are like somewhere underneath our hips. But when we jump to get the bar overhead, our feet jump to a squat stance, not to a split, which is what some people will do to try to get lower under the bar. We don't want our feet out here. It's bad for our knees, bad for our back, bad for everything. So we're going to practice jumping from this position. It's going to look like this. Watch my hips. They're going to open all the way up. Not. Got to jump. If we don't jump, we have to use our arms to lift the bar. We don't want to. We want to use our hips. So all I'm going to say is jump. And you're jumping to stick the landing. And then I'll say stand and reset. I just want to see you jump. And when you land, like the box jump, butt back. All right, ready? And jump. Good. Stick it. Stick that landing. Bend those knees, Alex. Bend them more. There you go. Go ahead and stand and reset your feet. Ready, and go. Good jump, Chris. Justin, bend those hips a little bit more, bud. Sink down a little bit lower, Justin. Sink down, sink down, sink down. Good, stand. Reset. Ready, and go. Good jump, Justin, nice job. Stand. Last one. Ready, and go. Good jump, Crystal. Go ahead and stand up, everybody. Now, grab your stick. We're now going to practice snatching from where that first drill landed, which was mid-thigh. So now we're going to start here. Remember, we stopped here on that first drill. Now we're going to snatch from here. So what you'll do is you'll start standing. You'll push your butt back and stop when that bar's in the middle of your thigh. And when I say go, it's jump and pull the bar overhead. Ready, and go. And you're looking to stick the landing, just like you did with the butt jumps you were just doing, but now the bar up over your head. Then I'll say stand. Then I'll say reset. So set up, go, stand, reset. Let's try it. Everybody go ahead and set up in that mid-thigh position. Lean over your bar. Kim, just push your knees out for me. Good. Casey, go a little bit wider with your hands. Your hands are a little narrow. Alex, bring that bar down the middle of your thigh by your Adidas logo. Yeah, bud, now lift that chest high. All right, ready, and go. Casey, you didn't jump at all. Caught you. Stand. Reset your feet, and bring the bar back down. Justin, look at me real quick, bud. Push those knees back, lean over the bar more. Right there, good. Set up. And go. There you go, Casey, that's a good jump. Go ahead and stand. Reset the feet. Zoe, just watch them go a little wide, okay? Reset, set up, and go. Jump, Ross. Go ahead and stand. Ross, this is what you just did, ready? Open them all wet. Reset, and go. Yes, Ross, good job. Stand. All right, last bit here. Where did I put my PVC pipe? There it is. Last bit is putting it all together. So if we think back to the first drill, we didn't start fast. We started with control. So it's control lift to here. And then it's the same thing you were just doing. All right? So what I want you to think as you do this, in your head or out loud if you need to. 1, 2, 3. And then get fast. So slow from the ground in the middle of your thigh, then fast. Let's try the full thing. Everybody set up down at the bottom in that mid-shin position. Good hips, Pam. Alex, just squeeze your shoulders back from me, bud. Big chest. Good. And go. You snuck again, Ross. Jump. Good. Reset. You also, did you feel the barbell raking up your shins on the way up too? Push your knees back a little bit more. Set up. Rebecca, wiggle your toes for me real quick. I want to make sure you're in your heels. Okay, cool. Butt down a little bit more, Rebecca. Right there. And go. There you go, Ross, much better. And stand, reset your feet, then lower the bar. Alex, on your next one, bud, see if you can get your butt back more in your catch, okay? Good setup. And go. Good jump, Casey. Chris, are bumping that bar, but give me a little more jump, okay? Jump straight up, Chris. Reset, one more. Pam, butt a little bit higher for me. Right there, good job. Casey, from down there, push your knees wide. Good. And go. Very nice, Darren. And stand. Cool. PVC pipes away. We're going to try some of the bars next.
Away during
Fine, what's up?
instruction. I had a tick on me. It's in the toilet.
Good. Did you flush them?
No, I did. The noise would interrupt.
Oh, hey, I'll get it. Oh, yeah. Goodbye.
Yeah, look at me on my hand. I'm
Yeah.
like freaking out.
Yeah, you kept it together pretty good. All right, everybody. Now, when you look at your barbell, you have these nice markings. These are called knurlings. Once you figure out where your hands are in the first rep, you don't have to keep like doing the whole like, is the bar in my hip thing anymore. You can just see where your hand is relative to these markings when you set up. I'd like everyone to stand their barbell up to the top of that deadlift. Casey, you need wider hands. Yes, your name is Casey. All right, well then move your hands then. Alex, bring your feet a little closer to start, bud. Good, again, the bar should be sitting right at your waistband. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna practice some snatches with the empty barbell. So when ready, everybody, come that down into that setup position. It's the same thing as you were just doing the PVC pipe, but it's heavier, so you gotta jump. Ready, and go. Pam, that was excellent. Go ahead and stand, and reset your feet. Good. Go ahead and set up again, everybody. Casey, pull that bar nice and close to your shins. Good. Ready, and go. Go ahead and stand. Crystal, legs before arms. Reset. Big jump for me, Ross. Ready, and go. Very good, Ross. Go ahead and stand. Relax, bars down. We're gonna try it with some weight on there. Very light to start though. I'd like everybody to try to get a set of bumper plates, whether that's 5s, 10s, or 15s, but something that brings the bar to the height it will be with plates on it. Go ahead and grab, sorry, get that out of your way. Grab what you need for plates and clips.
But sometimes I look more, but I feel heavy.
Last time we did was the hang snatches.
I'm pretty sure I had this problem the last like 2 times.
Perfect. Well, it doesn't, you don't look that rusty, so if that's any consolation, you look pretty good. Crystal, in your setup, I want you to work on getting your butt down a little bit more. Your butt's a little high. Can I borrow your bar once you're set up, Kim? All right, so last thing we're gonna do here, just gonna watch a few reps. I'm gonna say set up, and then I'm gonna say go. When I say go, you're gonna do the full thing on your own, which also includes bringing the bar back to the ground. One of the things people struggle with most in this lift is catching it and then standing separately. Catch it first, then try and stand up after. If you try to do both simultaneously, what you end up often doing is catching like this and standing and pressing the bar at the same time, which isn't a snatch. Some other movement, all right? So what we're gonna practice next is a couple of reps with some light weight together, and you'll have the rest of the time for yourself to practice on your own. When we get onto our own, my recommendation is take the first 10 minutes with very light weight to get the skill down. Make sure you're feeling fast and snappy and things feel like they're balanced, and then and only then worry about going heavy. So So we're gonna do a couple reps. They should look something like this. I'll say set up, go. And you'll put the bar on the floor. Bar should be light enough now that you can control it to the floor. When it gets heavy later, you can drop it from overhead. Just try to guide it down so it doesn't bounce into your neighbor's lap. All right? Everyone go ahead and set up on the bar. Again, we're doing the full lift on our own. A little wider grip, Pam. Yeah, a little wider. All right. Bar on the floor, chest high, Zoe. And go. Good. Once you stood it up, put it on down, guys. Ross, your next one, try to stay in your heels the whole time. You're in your toes. Good. Go ahead and set up. And go. Very nice, Darren. Better, Ross. Still went forward, but way less. Reset. Good. Chest up, Alex. Good. Chest up. And go. Good. Stand up and relax, everybody. All right, again, you're gonna have about 20 minutes to do this. It's a soft 20 minutes. You can go a little bit beyond 20 minutes. But I want you to take the first 10 minutes to work on this skill. And once you feel like you start to iron things out, then and only then worry about going heavy, all right? It's far more important we learn how to do it first and how heavy it is today. We're on the long road here. We want this to have good foundation of the house so we can build a nice house. We don't have a shitty foundation day one and then be like, why can't I snatch more? It's because we were impatient in the beginning. You guys can go ahead and start your lift. If you want to lift with a friend, that's more fun. Do it.